We've spent a lot of time together lately, talking about the power of the spice rack in the garden. We know that chamomile can soothe a racing spirit after a long day, and we felt how rosemary can gently awaken a tired mind. My herbal teas are more than just drinks. They are my daily companions. They are the gentle rain that keeps the garden of my mind hydrated. But lately, I've been thinking about the soil itself. Have you ever had those mornings where the fog feels heavy? Not just a light mist that a cup of coffee can blow away, but a thick, stubborn cloud that makes your very thoughts feel slow? On those mornings, I felt my brain asking for something more. Not just hydration, but a deeper kind of nourishment, something to lubricate the gears that have started to feel a bit rusty. For years, I've heard whispers about the Mediterranean morning ritual. A simple spoonful of olive oil and fresh lemon juice on an empty stomach. They call it the Golden Elixir. I'll be honest with you. At first, the idea of drinking oil in the morning felt strange. I wondered, will it be too heavy? Will it make me feel sluggish? But as I dug into the research, I realized this might be a missing key for those who are dealing with brain fog. So, I decided to put it to the test. I committed to 7 days of this ritual to see if it would weigh me down, or if it would finally help the fog lift. Before we get into the how, we have to understand the why. Why olive oil? Here is a fact that changed how I look at my breakfast. Our brains are composed of nearly 60% fat. As we move through perimenopause and into postmenopause, our estrogen levels drop, and estrogen is a key player in how our brain cells use energy. When the energy source shifts, our brain needs high-quality, stable fuel more than ever. It needs healthy fats to maintain the structural integrity of our neurons. Extra virgin olive oil isn't just cooking fat. It's a complex biological juice. It is rich in a specific compound called oleocanthal. Scientists are now studying oleocanthal for its neuroprotective properties. Think of it as a natural, microscopic shield that helps protect our memory centers from the inflammation that causes that fuzzy feeling. And the lemon? It's the activation phase. Beyond the vitamin C, the acidity of the lemon signals your gallbladder and liver to wake up. In holistic health, we often say that a congested liver leads to a congested mind. By starting the day with this flush, we are essentially clearing the pipes so that the brain can receive the clean energy it needs. But there is another layer to this golden elixir that is perhaps the most important for those of us over 50. It's not just about the fats, it's about the flow. Recent research has shown that this specific mixture of lemon and virgin olive oil can have a significant impact on our cardiovascular health, specifically helping to balance cholesterol levels and support our arteries. But why does this matter for brain fog? Because your brain is the most expensive organ in your body when it comes to oxygen. It demands a constant, vibrant supply of blood. When we support our arteries and keep our circulation clean, we are essentially widening the highway for oxygen to reach our brain cells. A healthy heart doesn't just pump blood, it pumps clarity. When our vascular system is supported, the mental sludge has a much harder time sticking around. The preparation is simple, but the quality of your ingredients is where the magic lives. This is not the time for the old oil sitting in the back of the pantry. You need the best extra virgin olive oil you can find. When you open the bottle, it should smell alive, like fresh cut grass or green tomatoes. For this recipe, you need 1 tablespoon of premium extra virgin olive oil and 1 teaspoon of fresh squeezed lemon juice. I mix them briskly. You'll see it turn into a slightly cloudy, pale gold emulsion. Now, let's talk about the taste, because I want you to be prepared. When you take that first sip, you might feel a distinct sharp sting or a peppery kick at the back of your throat. For a long time, I thought that meant the oil was too strong. But it's actually the opposite. That pepperiness is the physical proof that the oleocanthal, the medicine, is present. It's a sign of potency. It's not a drink you sip like a latte. It's a concentrated dose of wellness. It's a ritual you complete with intention. Day 1. The sensory shock. I woke up, did my breathing exercises, and took my first dose. That peppery kick definitely woke me up. My stomach felt very coated and warm. I waited 20 minutes before having my tea, and I noticed something immediately. I wasn't as hungry for my usual heavy toast. My body felt satisfied in a very quiet way. Day 3. The digestive connection. By day 3, the strangeness of drinking oil had vanished. I actually found myself looking forward to that clean, tart flavor. But the real surprise was my energy. Usually, around 11 a.m., I feel that first dip, the moment where I start searching for a snack or a coffee just to keep my focus. On day 3, that dip never came. I felt grounded. Not jittery energy, but a steady, calm endurance. Day 5, the mental shift. This was the turning point. I had a morning where I had to sit down and handle a very complicated spreadsheet, the kind of task that usually makes my brain feel like it's trying to run through mud. But as I sat there, I realized the static noise in my head was turned down. I wasn't searching for words. I wasn't getting distracted by the hum of the refrigerator. I felt lubricated. That's the only word for it. My thoughts were sliding into place with less friction. I was as if I had finally put oil on a squeaky door hinge, and for the first time in months, the door just opened smoothly. Day 7. The verdict. After a full week, the results were clear. My skin looked more hydrated, my digestion felt incredibly settled, but most importantly, my mental stamina had increased. I wasn't ending my days feeling completely drained and spent. I had more left in the tank for my family and for myself. So, the question I've been asked is, will this replace my rosemary tea or my cinnamon ritual? Absolutely not. I want us to change how we think about these natural tools. They are not replacements for one another, because one did not fail. They are allies. Think of your brain health like a garden. My herbal teas are the rain, the hydration, and the quick refreshment. This olive oil and lemon ritual, this is the soil. This is the deep, foundational feeding that allows everything else to grow. I won't be doing this every single day, but it has officially joined my rotation. I'll be reaching for this golden elixir 3 or 4 times a week, especially on mornings when I know my brain has a big mountain to climb. If you feel mentally dry or stuck, this might be the deep nourishment your mind is crying out for. We nourish our brain with what we consume, but we also have to protect it from what we do. There's one common morning habit, something almost all of us do, that can undo all this good work before we even get out of bed. It's going to be much harder than drinking olive oil. Believe me. I dive deeper into that very habit in the video on your screen now. Make sure you're subscribed, and we can walk through those habits together. In the meantime, try the Golden Elixir. Listen to your body. And as always, be kind to your mind. Be well, and I'll see you in the next video.